Is the November housing data going to be a really big shock? What about those new Boston restaurants that opened, including that iconic coffee shop? Zoning laws reshaping Massachusetts. And if you're visiting Boston or relocating to Boston during the holiday season, this video is just for you. And whether you live here, moving here, or relocating here, there is something to enjoy in Boston this season. I'm Katherine Kranenburg with the Moving to Boston team. You can find us here on Google. We have 5-star reviews, and we would love to be your realtor of choice. You can always reach us at info@movingtoboston.com. So let's dive in. The first story we're going to start with is from Boston Agent Magazine and the Warren Group, which tracks housing data in Massachusetts. We know that sales were lower this year compared to last year, but how much lower? It's actually pretty surprising because since January, 34,515 homes have sold, and the numbers were off about 23% from the first 10 months of 2022. Condo sales dropped about 9.4% of 1,562 transactions compared to 1,725 in October of 2022. But the median sales price has gone up 4.4%. The number of sales sites are changing quite a bit. But let's face it, this is our new norm and where we are in the marketplace right now. I have said before on other videos on this channel, to see home prices go down, we need more inventory. Right now, we are about 14% down on inventory levels compared to 2022. So when I look at what the sales numbers of homes compared to last year, I would have to say that it's not that far off. So it's interesting to see that home sales have gone down, but the prices have gone up. Reasons being that there's less inventory and more of like a frozen out market right now of the home sellers who have 3, 4, 5% interest rates. They are not ready to move right now for a 7.5% interest rate. So let me know in the comments below, are you considering a move in 2024? I don't know if you've watched my other videos about the Boston food scene, but it is amazing and definitely one that I didn't know a lot about until I moved here. So today I'm going to share 3 recommendations of a few restaurants that have opened recently in Boston. And again, if there's one that you know about, put it in the comments below. I love exploring the restaurants here in Boston. So the first one is kind of a restaurant, but you probably know about it from the sitcom Friends. The Central Perk coffee shop. They just opened up their Back Bay location this month in November. The name is very familiar for everyone, and you're definitely going to see some probably familiar scenes, including the infamous sofa and some of the interesting drink choice names. But it's right here on Newberry Street in Back Bay. They serve breakfast, lunch, and an early dinner, and they have also beer and wine. Go check out Central Perk Coffee Shop. It's at 205 Newberry Street in Back Bay. Another wonderful Boston restaurant that opened recently is in the historic South End Boston neighborhood, and it's called 311 Boston. The history of this place is really interesting, including Chef Wei, design and attention to detail. It is a traditional Japanese omakase cuisine. It's on a tree-lined street in an old Victorian brownstone in the South End neighborhood. Anyway, go check out 311 Boston. Now, coming from my roots in Texas, I was thrilled to see that the Alamo Draft House just opened in Seaport mid-November. This place is a great spot to have food and drinks while you watch a movie, and they have some really good ones. Definitely worth checking out. Probably not quite Texas, but definitely a Boston twist on Alamo Draft House. So go check out that place for movies with friends, and definitely a wonderful place to go to during the holidays. Who doesn't love going to the movies during the holidays? And if If you like what we're sharing here today, please hit the subscribe button and continue to come back, because we love putting out new content every week, and we'd love to be your realtor of choice here in the Boston area. So let's keep going. The holiday magic, from South End to festival to a Beacon Hill stroll to ice sculptures and Assembly Row to Jingle Bells and Jamaica Plains, there is a holiday stroll pretty much anywhere around Boston. Now, one of our favorites is Snowport. It is in Seaport. They build out this beautiful market. They have over 140 local vendors, and you can eat, you can drink, you can grab a seat near a fireplace. There is music. It's super dog friendly, as you can see from these photos. And they also have custom cocktail bars. So don't forget to check out Snowport. It's definitely a favorite for anyone in Boston and anyone visiting Boston. One of Boston's favorite holiday markets is SOA Winter Festival, which is open now. It is the biggest winter festival. They have over 100 vendors, artists, designers. You can enjoy a warm apple cider, a fudgy chocolate hot cocoa. You can enjoy holiday treats. It is definitely worth visiting. And if you go to SOA Market, don't forget to check out Marseille French restaurant right on Harrison Street. It's one of our favorites. So whether you're strolling through these areas, Boston Landing, North End, Prudential Center, ice sculptures and Assembly Row, there's so much to enjoy and be part of in Boston. These are just to name a few. Let me know if you have a favorite in the comment below. Speaking of food and winter in Boston, Boston loves skating. So one of our favorites and highly recommend is 401 Park, which is called The Rink, and it's in Fenway. You can go there as a date night during Thanksgiving, during the holidays, and the New Year. It's great if the kids are off from school. If you're looking for a winter destination that doesn't require you to go very far, definitely go check out the rink. There's vintage markets, there's skating shows, there's DJ. It's so much more than just a rink. You can also grab food nearby at the Time Out Market there in Fenway, as well as the Trillium Brewery. So there's literally something for everyone. And speaking of cozy, I would have to say that a lot of people in Boston like to go in for the winter. No surprise, right? One of my favorite spots that I love is the Beacon Hill Bookstore on Charles Street. Yes, it's in Beacon Hill. It is a quaint, cozy bookstore. It's definitely one of our favorites in the summer. They have a cafe in the back that you can take advantage of, and you can sip on your wine in the sunshine. But during the winter, you're gonna wanna cozy up, find a little corner, and enjoy people watching and everything that this bookstore has to offer. You can also have special dinner events there. You have to book that way in advance, but they do turn over one of their floors into a wonderful private dining experience. So definitely go check that out. This is a subject that has gotten a lot of attention this year and definitely this month. So it is the governor of Massachusetts' effort to basically address the housing needs for this state. And it's actually coming from the US government and it's trickling down into the states. So here is basically what it's trying to do. It's called the MBTA zoning law, and it's offering communities an opportunity to reshape and their old laws, which restricted new construction and restricted use of single family lot land. So basically, the communities are the ones who get to decide how this is going to impact them. And it's definitely a positive thing, but it's change, right? So with change comes hesitation and definitely more reservation. In the greater suburbs, we have single family homes on large lots. And so now what we're trying to figure out is, will the rezoning actually happen in the communities to provide more housing for the demand of the residences and the demand and growth of the state? Recently, a community called Brookline had a big town meeting, and in that they not only called for a rezoning, but they actually got it approved, which was pretty shocking news in the Brookline community. But it's just another nod towards the future of what is reshaping and what is happening in Massachusetts, which is called the MBTA zoning law. If you go back to one of my other videos, it's a short video that I mentioned below. I'll tell you more about how that's affecting actually Newton, but you can learn more about that here. It's called the MBTA Law. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are and what community you're watching this video from. So this is something new I'm starting to do on my channel, and as we wind down 2023, let me know what you thought about this monthly recap, because I want to start doing that. And yes, I'm going to continue to do my local neighborhood tours and my house tours and share market stats and market information. And I just really want to be your realtor of choice and a resource for you here in Boston, whether you're living here already, you're moving out to the suburbs, you're moving into the city, you're relocating here for work. Thanks for being here on today's video. I'm Katherine Kranenburg. We're moving to Boston. And like I said, we put out new content every week. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.